What's good, world? What's happening? It's yours truly, the Cyber DJ, the CK, aka Jamal Whited, right here, live and direct, man. And I have a very, very, very interesting story, newsworthy even for the streaming world, the radio world, and that goes for FM, AM, XM, and of course, internet. I'm going to read you a story real quick that just broke, and this is courtesy of Jeff Ewing by way of Radio Facts. Big shout out to Radio Facts, man. They've been supplying good radio news for quite some time now. And this is a story that broke today, and it is about Sirius XM. And I'm going to read it to you before I actually give you my chime on how I feel about what's going on and what the real deal is behind what's happening. So today, Sirius XM leaps into streaming with, let me change this camera around so that I'm looking at y'all when I'm reading. Sirius XM leaps into streaming with $3.5 billion acquisition of Pandora. Now, in a $3.5 billion deal announced today, Sirius XM will acquire Pandora in an all-stock transaction. The transaction is expected to close in the first quarter of 2019 and will be subject to the approval of Pandora stockholders, customary closing conditions, and the expiration of any applicable waiting periods under the Hart-Scott-Rodino Antitrust Improvements Act and of competition laws of foreign jurisdictions. The deal will create the world's largest audio entertainment company with more than $7 billion combined in projected revenue for 2018. This deal marks a major commitment by SiriusXM and Liberty Media, its parent company, to enter the streaming market and is the last and largest commitment to the endeavor of SiriusXM. After months of cautious consideration, SiriusXM committed to investing $480 million in Pandora in June of last year, 2017, giving the satellite radio company a 19% stake in Pandora. The deal stipulated that SiriusXM could not acquire more than 31.5% of Pandora without board approval. Now, that's obviously what they're going to be going for now. Continuing the story, SiriusXM's newly announced acquisition has been approved by both the independent directors of Pandora and by SiriusXM's board of directors. According to Monday's announcement, this strategic transaction builds on SiriusXM's position as the leader in subscription radio and a critically acclaimed curator of exclusive audio programming with the addition of the largest U.S. audio streaming platform. Pandora's powerful music platform will enable SiriusXM to significantly expand its presence beyond vehicles into the home and other mobile areas. Following the completion of the transaction, there will be no immediate change in listener offerings. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I find this to be such a big deal. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, as an internet radio broadcaster, this is good news to me. And I say this is good news to me because, number one, Pandora has been hiding behind the internet radio moniker since its inception, truth be told. And that, I don't personally believe, as I stated, if you have seen any of my previous video contents that I've uploaded, that Pandora's not radio. Pandora is a user-suggested playlist. It suggests a playlist based on the user. And I say that because when you initially open up Pandora, it asks you who you like, what kind of music you like, what genres of music you like. And then after you select those and you start listening to Pandora, what will take place is, along with some of the paid advertisement, you will also hear artists who are similar, or so they think, similar to the artists that you initially selected and said that you like. Now, this is my problem when it comes to that. Pandora has never truly exhibited the qualities of radio. What radio is, it's a situation of live programming that allows you to find out what's going on with your weather right now. It also allows you to find out what's going on in your local community right now. It also allows you to be keyed into businesses, events, as well as all sorts of other engagements and interactive opportunities right now. And in that, I found that Pandora does not offer, which really makes it hard for them to claim to be radio, because that's what radio does. Radio lets you know what's going on in your community. And that is why for such a long time, I have been like on a serious fuck Pandora move. And I was trying to think of a word because I wanted to actually make it a little cleaner than that. But, you know, I've been on a rant to let you know that, like, you know, you can't even put Pandora in the same box as internet radio, because internet radio can truly be exactly what you always experienced on FM frequency module and AM amplitude module radio, which is a live program based on the surroundings of where that station is actually operated from. Now, granted, in this new age, in this new technology of the new millennium, we have embarked upon a lot of new information and a lot of new opportunities. In that, I have for quite some time felt as though the whole FM radio situation was something that, you know, AM, FM radio situation was something that was becoming old hat, simply because of the fact that the internet provided a grander opportunity and a grander stage for exposure when it came to the music and the artists that were being relayed on it. Now, in that, internet radio, along with Sirius XM, has given live programs. However, the Sirius program is still kind of geared to a much broader audience, a worldwide audience. So when I say that, I'm saying that not that they don't give a live or live programming, that their live programming isn't actually catered normally to any specific area. It's normally catered to the world. Whereas the internet radio stations that are normally in local avenues, they actually project to the community and as well to the world, but first and foremost the community, just as the FM radio stations have done for several years, several decades now. So in this new announcement by SiriusXM to acquire Pandora, I say that it is a thumbs up for all of us internet radio broadcasters, in that now Pandora, which has been historically, or I'll say that for a short-term period, but here recently has been what's known to be the biggest internet radio known to man. And in all actuality, it's not even internet radio. So that, number one, alleviates that process from being confused with internet radio, because what it actually is, it's a streaming channel. It's a channel that allows you to stream whatever you truly like. Whereas radio is going to play what the people say, as well as what's new and breaking. And those are kind of the differences, because normally Pandora, even though they have somewhat of an independent avenue for you to be able to get music in, normally that music doesn't get great response unless there is a serious promoting and marketing plan behind it, and there are other things being done along with the Pandora placement to generate or spark you to actually go and listen to it there at Pandora. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, relate these things to you. And then as well, I think the other really good thing about it is, for all of us internet radio broadcasters, most of us offer a program for free to the public. And in Pandora's acquisition, being that they're actually going with XM, and of course it did say that there will be no immediate change in listener offerings. you can bet your bottom dollar that after it all takes place, if it works out to their favor and goes down in February, as they state in here, that sooner or later, they're going to attach a price to the actual movement of everything that comes out of that house. And it's going to be even better, again, for us internet radio broadcasters, because now it will allow for the use in the all the new avenues for radio, for internet radio, that is, for it actually to be a little more utilized. Because now, unless you want to spend your money on listening to radio, which is something we've never done before, and we shouldn't have to do, then you will, as a radio broadcaster, be able to grab hopefully a more vast audience and be able to grab and actually produce more exposure for your independent artists that are working through your station. So definitely a big news, something I definitely wanted to chime in on, man, as well as just let you know, man, atlwebradio.com, radiovision.net. We're definitely still here meeting your needs as an independent underground hip hop, rap, and R&B independent internet radio station. However, radiovision.net is the newest transition for nworks.com and the whole ATL Web Radio move. And what Radio Vision is going to be doing soon is open the doors up for all genres of music, as well as programming and live airtime and shows. So definitely, if that's something that you're interested in and you're in the central Alabama area, definitely reach out to me at 256-493-8074. Again, that's 256-493-8074. And once again, my name is Jamal Whited, also known as your cyber DJ to CK, reporting for ATLwebradio.com, the world's #1 hip-hop internet radio. Tune in or be tuned out.